You are in my seat, by the way. Yeah, the one that you are sitting in. The one in the corner of the room in the very back. The one right by the window. That is my seat. So I would appreciate it if you got off. Says who? Says me. Says the guy who is in this room pretty much every other day. So, move. I guess today is a bit different. Usually I'm the only one in this room. Hold on. I've seen you. Oh, wait a second. Aren't you that... You're that nerd. You're that nerd that's always running between classes with that book between your hands. No, I don't mean it in a bad way. Don't look at me like that. I'm just making an observation. Oh, and you are observing that I am just a punk who has nothing better to do than sit in detention. Is that it? Well, you're only half true on that. I do have better things to do. It's just that, my lifestyle and my choices sometimes make things go a bit different. But you live and learn. Clearly I haven't, because I'm in here every other day. Since when did you become so insightful, huh? Well, since we're trying to be Mr. Oracle over here, how about I try to psychoanalyze you then, huh? I've seen you around school a couple times. We never talked, obviously. But, seems to me that you're not the type to get into trouble. You know? If anything, I just might assume that you're the type of person to, only do your homework and cry when you get a 96 on a math exam. Your favorite things to do is to read books and write fantasies, hoping that one day you can live a life of Harry Potter. Am I too far off? I'll take the silence as a yes. That I'm not. This is all banter, by the way. My name is Sam. You and I have seen each other between the halls that much. Might as well get to know each other a little bit more since we're right here, right? So, since you're in here, you must have done something bad. What did you do, huh? You got into a fight. You're so cute. Don't lie. I might not be the type to psychoanalyze people, but I know how to see people for who they are. You are not the type to start a fight. You got into a fight with Rachel. Really? The Rachel. The one on the cheer team? The one with the rich daddy? You got into a fight with her. You do realize that you can't fight back. Her dad donates money to the school. You do anything against her, her daddy's gonna pull you out of the school and make sure that you don't get in anywhere else. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I did hear that earlier today Rachel did get sent home early because of an injury. That wouldn't happen to be you, the one that caused everything. That would explain why you are in detention right now. That would explain why Rachel got sent home early. Oh, well, things just got a bit more interesting. So I guess you weren't lying, Okay, okay. Well, do tell. You and I are going to be stuck here for a while, so give me all the details. What caused you, the shy little nerd, to pick a fight with the most powerful and meanest girl in the school? She made fun of your dad. Really? So this is a family thing. Let me guess. She probably insulted your dad's capabilities, and one thing led to another, and you couldn't control yourself and you swung. Told you. I can read people like a book. Actually, I don't. I actually have respect for you. Way more than if you were just some regular nerd with nothing special going on. You know, I live life by telling myself every single morning, do not let anybody walk all over you. Because everybody deserves self-respect. And it seems to me that you did just that today. So you know what? I'm proud of you. In fact, you and I actually have one more thing in common that I never thought we would have. Try not to tell anybody, but one of the reasons as to why I got into detention is because I did the same thing with Rachel. Only difference is that I did it to her dad. That shock on your face, huh? Pretty crazy. Yeah, I did say that you're not supposed to mess with Rachel or her dad, but I guess life just put me in a situation where I had to. It's not that interesting, but I'll give you the rundown. Basically, I'm not sure what your dad does, but my parents, both of them, work for Rachel's dad. And they're not really high up there. They're just regular workers. We get by. Sometimes. And when I enrolled in this school 3 years ago, Rachel found out that my parents worked for her dad, so it was the perfect opportunity for her to walk on over to little old me and start talking some smack. And remember what I told you. Don't let anybody walk all over you. I did just that. So you know what I did? I swung. I swung as hard as I could. Gave her a black eye. Got suspended for a week. It was the weekend. I was at home, just chilling out. And knock, knock, knock. Guess who showed up? Rachel's father. And originally, I was actually kind of nervous. Mr. Richman cared so much about what I did to his poor little girl that he decided to find my address and pay me a little visit. However, he was not intimidating at all. I'm not the tallest guy in the room. I'm only 5'9". And Rachel's dad's probably almost 6 foot, maybe 6'1"-ish. But let me tell you, arms, barely 6 inches all around. So, he said some scary things, and I showed him something scarier. Picked him up, swung him around a little bit, roughed him up. And my parents freaked out. But everything is good. Next thing you know, I can walk around school without Rachel pestering my back. And my parents still have their jobs. They didn't get promoted or anything, but they still kept their jobs. And then ever since then, I guess I found myself in this classroom a lot, so maybe that's Rachel's dad's way of getting revenge on me, just making sure I sit in this room for a little while every single day. But that's besides the point. What you did back there, it reminded me a lot of me. And I respect that. What's that paper? The one that's sticking out of your bag? The one with a whole bunch of crumples in it. Math exam, huh? Was it the one that you were crying about in the lunchroom earlier today? What level? Calculus. Calculus AB. Okay. Smarty pants. Well, I don't mean to pry, because first of all, you sit at the table that is right next to the lunch line. So, I was waiting in line and I saw your exam. Apparently you got one of the questions wrong. And you couldn't figure out why? You still didn't figure it out, huh? Do you mind if I take a look at it? Thanks. Well, the problem is you did two things wrong here. First of all, the derivative of cosine is a negative sign, not sine. And you substituted y instead of x. And the answer should have been pi over 4 instead of pi over 6. That is assuming if your teacher wanted radians, not degrees. You're looking at me as if you saw a ghost. What's up? How do I know that? Look, I've seen that face so many times, okay? Just because I'm the guy who people think is a giant bully at the school because he gets detention all the time, that does not mean that I know a thing or two. Okay? So, try it when you get home. Oh, now you have a little more respect for me, huh? Okay. So I guess in our little conversation over the past couple of minutes, you and I have grown a bit closer, yeah? Well, it's been fun talking to you. What am I doing after detention? I don't know. Maybe I'll go down to the local shop. Maybe check out the bikes. Maybe I'll just go by the river, go for a little walk. Maybe I'll go play some football. Who knows? Life is a big mystery. And I am excited to see the opportunities that it has in store for me. Good and bad. Although I would prefer good ones. Yep. What about you? Science fair project. I knew it. I'm just saying, you are the type. But in case if nobody's told you, I do respect what you do. You're very studious. And that'll get you very far in life, okay? What grade are you in? 3rd year, So one more year and then you're off to the big leagues. Keep it up then. You're almost there. You're more than 50% of the way done. You might as well finish it, right? So come on. Turn that frown upside down and be proud of the 96 that you got on that exam. I don't actually know if it's a 96, but I'm assuming you're really smart, so you probably only got one question wrong. But whatever. You know what? I just forgot. Ma is making my favorite dinner tonight. So, I actually might think of ditching. Yeah, she's making raspberry pie tonight, my absolute favorite. And she is about to get home in about 15 minutes, and it takes me about 20 minutes to get home if I run for it, so the timing should be pretty much perfect. So, if you'll excuse me, I am going to head out first. In case if you haven't noticed, by the way, there are no teachers in this room. And, even though that this hallway is long, I got fast legs. And what are they gonna do? Catch me? Come on, these teachers are in their 50s. I am in my prime. So, I'm gonna see you later, okay? And if the teacher asks what happened, just say that you were taking a nap. Life tip, by the way. The more you ignore, the easier life gets. But, it was nice talking to you, so hopefully you don't ignore me and forget about me. Maybe we'll see each other in detention again if you decide to pick another fight with Rachel. Alright. I'm gonna count to 3 and I'll be out. 1, 2, 3.